Oh, I am just getting too good at that manual fade out. Look at that. Perfect. I'm so good at it. It's such a professional job. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another stream. I'm sorry we missed last week. To be honest, our boiler broke, so we had to get it replaced with a brand new one, which was shite. I couldn't have a hot shower for about 6 days. It was very, very bad. But it's fine. I'm now clean. There is now no one else in the house other than my girlfriend in the bedroom working. So let's make some music. Hello, everybody. If you haven't seen the stream before, what we do is we just make random shit. We just make stuff. There really is no goal. It's just about hanging out and kind of experimenting and seeing what we can come up with. I see Gamma already in the chat, which scares me. I don't know what he's going to pull this week. It's nice to have you in, man. How are you doing? Right, what we're going to create. Pick a number, Tom. Any number. Let's go low. Let's do like 90 BPM and see what we can do. No, too slow. Let's go with 100. Let's go with 100 BPM slammer. And let's make a bit of a happy riff. I've been writing too many serious things today. I think it's time to make something a little bit more carefree. That would be a little bit nice. Oh, how are we all doing? Anyway, how is quarantine getting to people? What have you all been up to? Right, let's create a little basic serum patch and get on our way. Monster 456737, whatever streamer numbers. Hello, nice to have you in. How you doing? Let's create an FT tune also. Eagle eyes among you may notice new pair of headphones. Ahaha. Because I've been using my old ones so much that they broke. So I've had to invest quite a bit of money into making sure that these actually work and will survive for a while. But they do work and they sound very nice. It's just taken me a long time to get used to them. Perfect. Let's create a basic little chord sequence and then come up with a little chirpy lead line over the top of it. What tempo are we on again? 100. I forget. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's get some stuff in there. Sure. Let's do it in F major. That works for me. I want to do like a nice little planted feel. That would be really, really fun. Gamma, the track you gave me feedback on a few weeks ago is coming out soon in a 2-track EP. That's fucking awesome. I'm very excited. Please do send me a link to that when it goes live. I would love to hear it. Good luck with everything. That sounds great. So far, an amazing piece of artistry that we've created here. Alright, it's on a 16th, that's why I can't get the rhythm right. I think it goes to there. That should work. We're just kind of outlining a chord sequence at the moment, not doing anything too overly fancy. Also, yesterday was my 21st birthday. Amazing. Happy birthday, Gamma. I hope you did something... Well, I mean, I say I hope you did something nice. Realistically, what can we do in this environment? We can stay inside. But I hope you did something nice inside regardless. Did you do anything decent? So that's not what we want. We're going to want to come down to our minor roots. Yeah, let's go cheesy with it. That'd be nice. I like a bit of cheese every now and again. Not in there. That's not what we need. Let's take this down a notch. Likewise, I say likewise. I haven't said anything to spring off from that. If there is anything you'd like to see or discuss musically in this stream, please do let me know. We always do end up taking on a lot of viewer submissions and viewer questions, and anything you want to see done in this track, we can do. There are no rules. I'm not trying to make anything specific. Last time I ended up making a weird kind of cone sound ripoff, and it was kind of fun. It actually ended up pretty cool. So, let's start outlining our chords. Lovely. Let's actually get a little more voices in there. That's too much noise in there. There you go. That's a little better. Look at this tiny little cute in-game HUD icon. It really does think this is a game. Every time I open up OTT, it thinks I'm playing something. It's very cute. You think this is a game? No. OTT is serious fucking business. Let's go there. That kind of works, but this is still a horrendous mess. Let's kind of bring this down a little bit, bring the depth down slightly more, and definitely bring that level down, because that is too horrible. Had a nice meal with family at home, and then listened to the Raft DP in the shower. Lovely. Oh, Gamma. Oh, you. With those sneaky lyric puns like you think I won't notice. There we go. I actually don't think we need that little false relation in there. That's going to make things a little bit overly complex. Cool. There we go. Lovely. Let's get our 5 on the go. Our nice mysterious chord. No, that's too complex for our 5. Actually, want to keep holding on that 3 on like every single chord. That would be nice, wouldn't it? And then we're back down here, so I'll just take these. Perfect. Altenka's in. Nice to see you, buddy. How are you doing? Gamma's been literally holding down the fort by himself. There we go. Let's get that looping and create a nice cheesy melody to go over the top of it. It's time to make something happy. We're all stuck inside. We all want a little bit of levity in our life. Making progress with things. Ooh, interesting. Is that musical things or just kind of life things? Do tell me. Let's make a little bass line to go underneath. Let's do that. What a shitty little bass patch. We've got to fix that right up. Both of us. Oh, that's exciting. Tell us about the music stuff. What kind of stuff you make it, my friend? There we go. Let's get you all gone. Thank you very much. This is a bass patch and should be treated as such. Although not that low, Jesus Christ. G sharp 0, I don't fucking think so. There we go. That's all we need. Let's open her up. Let's distort the hell out of this. Do you use all VST for reason or have some external ones? I actually have plenty of external ones, yeah. I mean, we started off by using a Serum and then an OTT, obviously both of which definitely not Reason stock. I do use plenty of Reason stock plugins because I got really used to them and I really love them. But yeah, I use plenty of external VSTs. This is my sidechain device that I use called Shaperbox 2 from Cable Buys. That's very, very useful. A bunch of my go-tos are external ones these days. I tend to only use Serum quite this much on stream just because, you know, everyone's much more familiar with it than if I were to go in here and load up something like Thor, which is my kind of go-to synth, which is a lot less glamorous. But yeah, for the most part, I tend to use quite a lot. As you can see in the effects tab, this is the Reason devices. These are all the ones I have from elsewhere, so plenty of stuff that I still use. There we go. Nice fan bass. Let's warm it up a bit. Perfect. Open up the filter. Perfect. No retrigger, no portamento. There we go. Let's OTT it and let's take away some of that high. Because that's just silly. And more of that, please. Right, let's hear how that layers in. Still a little nasty, so I think that's time for some EQ, don't you? That can go. And all of that. Do not need that. There we go. Get rid of that horrible end snare. Now the tail needs to come down. Yeah, there you go. So you have the same idea. Much more helpful. Been working on a bunch of songs that I'm considering formatting as an EP and can get my mic out and record the vocals. Very exciting. Very cool. What kind of style would you say they are? I'm intrigued to know what my lovely stream team produce in their spare time. Let's make ourselves a little chirpy lead and kind of play along with the patch until we find a little kind of upbeat melody and start playing with that. That'd be very fun indeed. I promised I would use Serum, didn't I? Alright, let's do some more Serum. Let's get a saw and let's get a square going on in here. Lovely. Perfect. That's getting closer. Don't know why this is -3. That shouldn't be the case. What are you doing there, friend? Oh, it's because my magic mouse is doing strange things. Well, that's a delightful sound, but no. I would like my synth to be in tune, please. Wouldn't that be delightful? Right, let's go ahead and distort it a little bit. A little bit of overdrive just to get some interesting kind of tones out of it. Let's soften that up then with a little bit of reverb and a little bit of delay. That would be just the best. Replica. You know what? That's fine. Don't need to go in there and worry about the settings too much. That's really not what we're concerned with here. Let's compress the end of the chain. Let's take away some of these lows because it's not a low patch, it's a bloody lead patch. Here we go. That's what we need there. That's nice. Let's get rid of some of this crazy kind of high stuff. Go. Perfect. Let's just play along with my massive buffer delay because I'm streaming. Let's see what we can get. Alright. Let's see what we can find in here. That definitely is level way too loudly though, isn't it? Whoa, not bad. Oof. Some of this delay is getting awful. Tell you what, let's just write by using the MIDI lane, shall we? I'd think a little punk and a little rock and a little blues. Interesting. All things that I absolutely love. Lyrically tend to sort more of abstract things, and for once I've taken the Hemingway rule, yep, and just written some super straightforward songs, and my god are they cathartic. Yes, that is exactly what I have been doing of late as well. Most of the new album stuff I've been trying to stop trying to write a fucking Dream Theater song and just focus on making something that doesn't have to be accessible subject-wise, it just has to be accessible in the fucking words you're using and in the way you choose to actually talk about these issues. And it's been helping massively, definitely been helping. It's a very, very cool idea. Right. Ooh, maybe we could actually just do kind of pure 16ths, and then we can work on getting some kind of drums and percussion and fleshing out the atmos. Let's get the 16ths going in there. Okay. This will be fun, I think. We just have to change up a few notes. No, not that clipped. Keep it where it was. There we go. Let's just keep that rolling along and see how the different chords kind of colour that. Getting there. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. And then we have to kind of rush it by moving these back. And then putting that back in there. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Really high. And then there we go. That will definitely work once we get that rhythm down in there. Stridey's back in the chat. Hello. Didn't notice we have Tuesday again. I know, right? What the fuck happened to days of the week as a concept? Where did they go? There we go. I think that's a nice little line. And then like a full 16th run here. There we go, that's what we fucking do. Excellent. That's what we needed. There's our main kind of riff that floats along alongside the kind of harmony on the bottom. There we go. Is that happy enough for people? That seems pretty, like, pretty happy. Could we get it happier? We could probably get it happier. We'll put some, like, pitch-shifted, really cheesy vocals in there, and that'll work out beautifully. Let's get ourselves a little sub on the go. I don't know Reason's piano roll. Can you make slide notes with it? In a fashion. There's no particularly quick and easy way. It's a bit of a shortcoming of the system at the moment. I think it's in Reason 11, actually. Tell you what, I think actually the most recent update has that. I'm just a cheapskate who can't afford to upgrade. And to be honest, won't upgrade until I finish this album. That's kind of my rule. Like, you know how some artists, like, won't shave or, like, won't cut their hair until they finish their product? Like, I'm just, like, punishing myself. I just won't fucking finish. I won't update any of my software and make things better for myself until I finish this stuff. Oh, people are in. Canoforama 56. Hi, man. How is it going? Your streams are the only thing keeping days of the week meaning anything to me. Well, I mean, you must have been lost last week when we didn't do anything. I shudder to think what you would have done with your day. Wow, that's loud. I was lost! I'm so sorry to have done that to you. Little money. Let's get rid of that That's sounding pretty fun. Let's get a decent beat on the go, shall we? And by a decent beat, realistically, let's put a 4 to the floor on this because it's far too happy to be anything particularly techie. Maybe we can go techie in the second section. That's always my trade-off with you guys. There we go. Such a long side chain, holy shit. There we go, that's what we want. Perfect. Just add Godzilla noises, easy clap. I mean, I will if you want. You know the rules of these streams, man. Like, we'll just put in whatever you ask for, so fuck it. Right, it's a stream, so we have to use a virtual right kick. We all know the rules. Let's load in a nice clean one, shall we? Bop, 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 bop. I mean, dude, you said it now. If you wanted to get a Godzilla sound in here, you've gone the right way about it. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Lucky for you, from my old dubstep days, somewhere in here... Oh, yeah, would you look at that? Roars. And there's plenty of things that sound like Godzilla. So... Perfect. So let's use one of these, shall we? Oh no is correct, Iron Forces. I'm very sorry for what I've done. Well, actually, no, don't blame me. Blame Altanka. He was the one who asked. And ask and you shall receive on this stream. That is the rule. I am but a pawn. I'm seeing some love for T-Rex. I think it's got to be that one. That's the most Godzilla-y, I think. So let's go ahead and use that. Accidentally put it on the guitar channel, so... That's not what we want. Let's have a listen to what audio we're working with. First of all, absolutely get the fuck out of here. You're reporting the worst game of chess I've ever seen. I can't tell if that's a compliment or not. I don't think it is. Seems like an absolute slam, but you know what? I kind of agree. So here's my thinking. Could we use this like some kind of backing atmosphere, or do we use it as a drum? Both. Right, let's use it as a kind of clap layer here. So that is God Clapler. Wow, that did not come out right. God Clapler. And this will be God Atmosler. God Atmosler. Perfect. You have a, yeah, it was very much a great face for radio kind of comment. And you know what? I also have one of those, so fuck it. I'll gladly take both. Have you got any more backhanded compliments you want to give me? Any more? Just, wow, that was a big improvement. Dun, 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 dun. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to crush this Godzilla roar completely into the space of 1/4, which probably will sound like arse. Let's have a listen. Okay, this could be interesting. Let's move that back over there. Take you up in pitch a bit. Let's get rid of the transient. And then let's go ahead. This is such a fucking detour. We were just about to make something really pretty, and now we're just trying to fit Godzilla rules in there. But fuck it. Let's see what we got. We want to distort this a little bit, I reckon. Let's distort. Let's get some like reverb, like room reverb in there. A nice little bit of bright reverb. That's great. Let's compress at the end of the chain. How aggressive do we go? We go very aggressive. It's a Godzilla sound. It's the rule of this fucking stream. We overuse OTT. We use Virtual Riot. We go as basic as we possibly fucking can. Here we go. Okay, starting to kind of get on board with this now. Let's get the insert pre. What the fuck? Yes, yeah. Yes. This is nearly there, but we need to get the right note. Let's try that. Mute God Atmosler for start. Yes! That actually is the correct note. That was a total fucking guess. Right, let's put you on there and let's team you up with a clap. And every other one, let's make you much. Yeah, that's fine. Shush reason. Don't nanny me. I know what I'm doing. Kind of. And let's make that an octave higher. You know what, Reason? You were right. You were absolutely right to to stop me from what I was doing. Let's go ahead and add on a little snare very quickly. Let's get just like a really easy basic one. And then we'll work on getting a nicer one in there a bit later. Let's use you for now. Ugh. I feel very much like Hojo this week, just kind of concocting weird shit in my lab. Okay, so I don't like the octave shift. That sounds like arse, but I actually really like the mesh of it in the background, so I want to change this to a slightly different note. Let's change that to there. And then that goes down. Ooh, yeah, to a 4. Yes, 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 yes. That's very, very fun. Let's keep working with that. The best clap you've ever heard. What the fuck did we do? Right, it's gonna have to get turned down a bit to fit in, but it's pretty cool. That needs to leave, thank you, and let's give it a little bit of heft. Perfect. Okay, that's pretty cool. Now to turn our attention to the Atmos version of it, which is very, very weird. Let's go ahead and check out the pitch of this, or what Reason thinks the pitch of this is. It's holding it just perfectly at middle C, which is clearly not it. So let's use our ears. That's the note I can hear there. What is that? Nearly an F. So let's get you up there, and then what I'm going to do is copy you a bunch of times. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. There we go. And now this will sound like just title dicks. Oh, I didn't realise we had that transient on the end. Oh dear. Let's go ahead and fix that. Dun, 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 dun. Yay, people are in. Sky, how you doing? Nice to have you in. Right, we really need to take the end off that because that's just a total mess. Let's get a little bit more of that note value from back here. Yeah, there we go. That's probably what we want, isn't it? A little bit less of that kind of sweepy sound. Boom, 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 boom. Oh shit, it's Matt. Hi, man. How you doing? Nice to have you in. You actually made it. Good job. Nice to have everybody in. It's like a fucking GABA track. We could turn this into a GABA. No, we will not turn this into a GABA track. And I will not hear anything else. We are not doing that. Now what we're going to do is take that up an octave. Oh, but you're all a vocal. You're not a vocal. You're a chipmunk. Perfect. Now I promise this will end up sounding good. Didn't you see anything the stream says you do? I mean, close to it. If you tell me to go to the kitchen, get a knife and do bad things, it's not going to happen. But musically speaking, yes, probably. I will do something. It's generally just because I like doing quite dumb things, and you guys tend to have very, very funny ideas. So that's generally why we do this. Oh shit. I accidentally detached my rack. That's not what we want. There we go. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to drench this in reverb. Just absolutely drench it in reverb. Get it pulsing with the beat. Make sure that it's high passed to all hell, and then it'll float around in the background. except it's not the best kind of pitch, is it? So let's get you there. I'm going to put you way off to the left, duplicate you, put your friend way off to the right, and then take you back down to, like, just a major third. Oh yeah, that sounds pretty. Just bust you together and mess about with some of these frequencies a little bit because it's not amazingly distributed. What about a techno-classical orchestral dance song with a cowbell solo? All of these things I can do for you. However, it's probably not in keeping with the thing we've already spent 34 minutes doing. However, next week, if you bring up that exact sentence at the very start of the stream, I will have no choice but to accept. That sounds perfect. Recently created a bro step growl with my bass, so everything is possible. It's true. Literally anything is possible in this method of creating. Yes, please save this in some kind of like Google Doc or something, a shared document where we can all add the dumb ideas, and then we'll just dip into it occasionally. I reckon that's actually a very, very good little plan. Let's start rounding out some of these drums, because these do not sound particularly fun right now. In particular, this kick, which is not really what I wanted. So, from here, I want to add like a little bit of punch. We'll do the stream special, just because I know there's a couple of kicks here which have very nice punch. That one in particular has a delightful amount of it, so let's fuck with that for the time being. Good. More cowbell. I mean, the word is being thrown around so much that I absolutely have to use it eventually. Don't know where, don't know how, but we will use it. Maybe we could use it as a melody. We should use it as a melody. We'll use a cowbell melody. That'll be fun. Okay. So, what we don't need from this kick is any of our lows whatsoever. Realistically speaking, why on earth would our kick need that? That's not what we want at all. We are literally exclusively looking for, boom, that frequency range right there, which is exactly what we want. Perfect. Let's make you a little louder. Likewise, in our virtual riot kick, we now want to get rid of that zone. There we go. The cowbell solo Tom and Joel do with conflict. Man, what a fucking throwback monster. Correct. We did indeed do an entirely cowbell-based melody for an old Subwoof glitch hop song fucking years ago. Years and years ago. That makes me happy that someone remembered that. That was actually a really fun song to do. I really enjoyed making conflict. It was a good time. It was back when we were kind of getting a second wind and we were like, oh yeah, this is really going to turn out well. And then we just kind of stopped. Because dubstep is dull to make constantly. Very fun to make briefly though. That I will give it. Maybe a little less on that low. That's a bit ridiculous. And turn it down. 2013. Good lord. 2013. Ah, Mad Computers has sent over a YouTube link. I don't know what this is going to be. More cowbell. Excellent. I mean, as promised, we can do something with a cowbell. Should we? We were so preoccupied with whether or not we could. We didn't stop to think whether or not we should. Let's fucking do it. Let's go to orchestral, percussion. There must be... Yeah, look at that. Dong. And I think, if I'm right, that has created a G? No? It's created an A. Lovely. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I reckon let's bounce that clip to new samples, get rid of the audio, And I mean, to be honest, it was mad sending over the video of more cow that did. I literally just saw Will Ferrell's face and I was like, well, I have to now. Whoops. Let's go ahead and load up a sampler. Let's just use a basic one for now. I can't really be bothered to mess about with too many advanced settings because it's a stream and it's supposed to be entertaining. Supposed to. That's my loophole. It doesn't always have to be entertaining. Very Jurassic Park theme industry. I know. I don't know why. Let's go ahead and find my sample. Where did I save it? All self-contained samples. It's perfect. I'm a musical genius. Right, let's get the root to actually be set to the one we need. The fan pressure works. It always does, I'm afraid. Perfect. What I'm going to do is put the main melody in our cowbell patch and hear how that sounds by itself. Okay, we can make this work. Ooh, those high notes are a little suspect. Here's what I'm going to do. Get rid of all of the pedal notes. Drop you down an octave as well. There we go. And now we've actually got quite a nice little transient going there. So I was going to put a piano helping this melody out, but now we don't need it. Now the question is, that you know what, it's not even a question. Of course I'm doing it. We need the same kind of delay on there so we get... So now we get like a fucking like Crash Bandicoot rhythm on that. Totally fun. Totally loving that. Absolutely get a little bit of Crash Bandicoot in here. Nothing like a little bit of fucking cowbell on top of our euphoric track. Let's compress at the end of the chain. Turn this down, and especially the lows, because we definitely don't need that. Let's have a listen. Yeah, okay. That's a pretty nice sound. That blends pretty nicely. I'm happy with that. As far as bad ideas go, that one actually turned out to be quite a good one. Nothing is a bad idea in the Anki stream. You are exactly correct, my friend. Nothing is a bad idea. Let's clean up this side chaining a little bit. Let's make it a little bit longer. Okay, so now we're going to need some high elements going in there. I really am quite liking that cowbell pluck. Good job, everybody. Nice work, team. Everyone deserves a round of applause for that. Congratulate yourselves, because you are all the musicians here. You are all the producers. I did nothing. I am simply a conduit for your desires. Let's find ourselves some nice hi-hats, shall we? Where should we look? Let's get a couple of clipped ones. That will work just fine for our two shorties. Shorty, like a hi-hat on my track. And let's get a nice splashy one. There we go. Perfect. So I can also just suggest you record yourself screaming and use that in a track. Oh, dude, you are way behind the curve on that one. I mean, we absolutely can do that. But I record myself screaming on nearly every single song I've ever made, on and off stream. Seriously, there is nothing easier for like an atmosphere than just going up to the microphone and just going like, just like screaming into it. You need to stretch it out, put loads of reverb and delay on it, compress, filter to taste. Oh, it sits so beautifully in the background. It's fantastic. As a matter of fact, actually, if I were to go to Dropbox, actually no, I probably shouldn't do that because you'll see things that you shouldn't see. and things that I'm not allowed to share with people. So I'm sorry I let you down, but I can't do that. Let's just get this kind of offbeat rhythm rolling, and then you can be our nice splash hat. For God's sake, Gamma, Jesus. Put the bum away for 1 second, if you could. You've got a one-track mind, my friend. I worry about you sometimes. Damn, we nearly got a sleep peek. I'm sorry, Matt. I mean, to be fair, I'm not exactly careful on these streams. I'm sure if you go back and comb through stuff, you'll find plenty of things. Secret claps. I don't, I swear, you're the only one for me. You're the only person odd enough to send me that. I promise I'm not cheating on you in that regard. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of this garbage. I don't think that bass is adding up a whole lot. I might take it out a bit. No, we don't need all that top end. Yes, we can take out some of that shit. There we go. Everything is better now. Man, I'm really loving that little melody kind of patch floating along there. That's really, really fun. I feel like the only thing more bizarre than one person sending you ask clap samples is 2 people sending you ask clap samples. You know what, Anki? I reckon that should be printed like an old Chinese proverb. I want that on my wall somewhere. Let's saturate this hi-hat and give it a little bit of room reverb to fit it in with the other thing that had room reverb. What was that? What was that? It's a long time ago now. Maybe it was the cowbell. Who the fuck knows? And let's just slightly compress it. Don't need to throw on an OTT for this one and crush the absolute life out of it. Although it is a rule on this stream. It definitely would be a conversation piece. True, a conversation between my long-term girlfriend and myself, because who else comes into this flat? Let's go in there. 2 words. There we go. Nice bit of spark. So let's copy this over and let's get rid of this. I haven't noticed you in the closet. No, because we don't actually have a closet. So swing and a miss there, mate. I don't know whose house you're in, but it's not ours. Love your closer remix. Thanks, man. That was a hell of a long time ago now. It was good fun, though. There we go. Let's actually bus these 2 together and treat this like our little melody bus. I think that's absolutely what we need to do. Also, is this Reason? This is indeed Reason. This is Reason 10, not the most up-to-date Reason. There is a much better version called Reason 11 that I am too cheap to be able to afford. But it is bloody delightful. Right, we'll do a little effects break there and some kind of like nice builds and stuff, and then yeah, I absolutely agree with you. We do need some kind of lead taking over. We could either do piano or we could do like a... Nah, let's do like a proper little square lead, shall we? Let's just... how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? Yes, I know. Let's do that. Serum. I actually made something very similar the other day. I think it was like, is it in the basics? It's not in the basics. Square lead. I made this for somebody else and I have not yet deleted it. So So that's a very basic patch. It's gonna need a little bit of work. Namely, it's gonna need some distortion, some reverb, some compression, and then we're gonna need a little bit of sidechain on that. So let's find all those things. Let's actually just use our kind of basic standard ones. Lovely. Let's mess with that. Let's go ahead and get some reverb on there for a little bit of space. Perfect. It's getting very like kind of like SNES, like video game lead. Lovely though. Let's get a tiny bit of delay on that as well. There we go. A little bit of compressor at the end of that. I actually don't think this is distorted or raw enough. More, please. Oh, starting to get there now. Perfect. Just making sure that that wasn't anything important. My phone going off? I don't particularly think so. It was only work. Look at all that fluff that we can just easily take out. Perfect. Let's see what we can play with here, shall we? Love some of those wrong notes. There we go. Let's just kind of play around with writing some MIDI notes down, because to be honest, the piano delay is so high when we're trying to do this. Play with the 7th major, absolutely going to happen. I want that kind of Mixolydian flavour in there for sure. That would be very nice. Actually, what bar? I thought so. Let's get a ridiculous run in there that I would never be able to humanly play. Yeah, sure, 32ths. Let's go with that. And then let's play around with some nice sounds. Vote for the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star melody in there somewhere. Deal. That's not what I want to edit. That's what I want to edit, you fool. There we go. We're going to make this, we're just going to get the notes first, and then we're going to go back and actually make it sound like a proper lead that actually sounds nice. So brace yourselves, it's going to sound a bit shit for a little while. Let's see what we can do. However, first and foremost, this does need to be sidechained because that's going to drive me insane otherwise. That should be on a 16th. Want to become famous? No, I don't, robot. Leave me alone. That's nice. And then what did Alex want? Alex wanted the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star melody moved in here. Let's see if we can do that for him, shall we? So what we're going to do is we're going to use our bass notes here. We're going to oscillate back and forwards between 2 octaves, and we're going to use the bass note to move up the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star melody. And we're going to hold a nice note on the top, and we're going to see if we can disguise it so nobody notices it. So, yeah. There we go, and we'll land back safely on our route. So if we were to kind of copy these over, this should be Twinkle Little Star. It's a little obvious, but we can kind of play around with how that works. We can mess around with some of these, like top notes, to try and disguise that a little more. Down, down, blah, and then we just land nicely on our safe note and just kind of give us a big old lead bend out of that sound. That's definitely Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. There's no hiding it, really, is there? That's not a bad plan. I think that sounds okay. It's fine by me. Let's go ahead and just add a couple more bends to this, and then we'll do a crazy bass edit. We'll then do some transition work, get to a verse, and then I'll probably call it a day, and I'll go cook some food. That'd be lovely. Oh, Exogenesis is back in. How are we doing, mate? Let's get the mod wheel on the go for this one, shall we? There we go. That needs a little bend down. That'd be nice. Ooh, you should be 0, friend. Yeah, let's move that in there. Little bend for you. Perfect. I'm gonna just like stutter. I say stutter. I'm just gonna bend down as part of that Twinkle Twinkle Little Star run, so it sounds a bit more disguised. I mean, not hugely disguised, but I think it sounds pretty cool. And then we need to come up with a second half of our lead sound. We just can do some. I want to hold on some longer notes here so that it kind of screams over the top. That would be nice. That'd be cool. move that there. Down, down, down. I reckon just a few quarters there. And then just hold on that. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. Let's have a listen to what we've got so far. Wait, first of all, let's blind make these edits so that we actually get a little bit of life back in there, some pitch bends, and some nice long vibrato going in there. Perfect. I reckon we'll do a little stutter at the end of that. Let's see how that kind of comes in. I think it's a little bit out of nowhere, so I reckon what we can do is probably low pass our way in. That would be really nice. Off we go in there. Video games, composing and watching films. That is my entire life. Quarantine on a quarantine. For those people who are playing video games in the chat, what are people playing at the moment? Because I'm playing the Final Fantasy VII Remake and I fucking adore it. It's so, so good. That and Doom Eternal, you are exactly correct. I finished Doom Eternal just in time to pick up Final Fantasy VII because I was looking forward to Doom Eternal for about 4 years. And I've been looking forward to Final Fantasy VII for about 15. And it's been a pretty fucking excruciating wait. You all might hate me, but I never got into FF. Dude, that's totally fine. I can't blame you. They're pretty weird. It's one of those things where, like, if you didn't get into them when you were younger, it's kind of hard to see through how janky and like very Japanese it is a lot of the time, but I promise it's worth getting into. If you have the patience for it and want to give it a go, the 7 remake that just came out is super great and probably the best like entrance to the series. Don't worry about the number, all the games are standalone, they don't follow on from each other, like it's not a sequel, you won't miss anything out, it's fine. Yeah, it's so worth it, it's so fucking good. FF7 is actually the first game I ever saw anyone play, but it's amazing. It's just so good, man. It's so good. No spoilers for the things that they've changed though. I'm only on chapter 12, I think. I've been trying to take it like nice and slow and slowly kind of like savor it because I could have just taken a few days off work and blitzed it, but I would have been really sad when it was over. And I'm in a fucking quarantine, so I need to I need to keep things that entertain me. But at the moment, yeah, I am doing that when I get like a large chunk of time, and then like the kind of 15-minute breaks that I take from work, I'm playing Rogue Legacy again on my Switch, which I have missed so. It's such a just lovely little game, that. Really do love Rogue Legacy. It's such a easy little dip in and play for 5 minutes and move out. That and Slay the Spire, but I'm shit at Slay the Spire, so it annoys me more than it excites me. What am I looking for here? I've completely lost track. I'm talking about games now. There we go. Effects. Grind. Oh, Matt, seriously, like, my realization of literally, like, quarantine is not just my usual life, but honestly how I flourish best is kind of scary. Right, that is crazy piercing. Right, that long note bores me to goddamn tears, so we're gonna make some weirder edits to it, I think. Let's go super old school and just automate some mute edits. What we're going to do is we're going to turn mutes on and off periodically to create a cool rhythm. So now that we've got that, let's go ahead and crush it into a space that makes sense. Tiny, tiny, tiny mutes. There we go. That's fun, but too small. One more. About there. Not quite as extreme. That's pretty fun. So let's go ahead and increase the reverb. There we go. That's fun. Now let's get rid of all of the things that we don't actually need in this kind of transitionary period. Doom is chilling at the pub with some mates, especially in the nice weather. I do kind of get that. We've been doing like virtual pub quizzes over Skype and stuff, and over Facebook Messenger. That's been pretty fun. So I'm still kind of regularly talking to the people I would usually see at the pub every week. But yeah, it's kind of a shame. My girlfriend is a much bigger fan of the pub in general, and just like there was one day in particular where she was just really upset that we couldn't go to the pub garden because it was really nice. Let's get that in there. Very nice. And then what I reckon we do is we take our Godzilla Atmos and we create a nice little relaxing verse over this way. Man, that sounds so, like, boring. It sounds like a synth. It doesn't sound like Godzilla at all. There we go. Let's float along there. That's about as extroverted as I can get. Yeah, I'm kind of the same. I'm one of those people who, like, I'm deeply introverted, but like people don't often assume that because I can turn it on for a short amount of time. So like streams, for example, I'm fine with chatting and being a little bit more open and stuff, and being kind of the person who leads entertainment and stuff, but it doesn't last very long, and it's certainly something that I have to work myself up to. Part of the reason why I stopped doing streams for so long, because it was just exhausting. I'm much more suited to sitting in my little corner over there and playing Final Fantasy. That is where I thrive. Lovely. Let's go ahead and mute. There we go. And probably you as well, actually. And then I reckon we can get like a nice re-space floating under here, and it can be just a pretty little verse area. Dun, 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 dun. Secret to creating a re-space, just that again. Just nice and low. I mean, to be honest, if we want to get really mean with it, we could. I don't want to create a proper re-space, but I've slightly convinced myself that that's a good idea now. Width. Yes. Okay, I've convinced myself that this is a good idea. It's really I don't know why I'm creating like a horrible fucking drum and bass reese, but screw it, it's fine. Yeah, that's actually pretty fun. Let's turn the portamento on so we get a bit of slide between those. That's pretty neat. Yes, yes. And then move this. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is not going in the pretty happy song. Maybe this is how I actually feel, and it's all coming out accidentally. Oh yeah, that's always so much fun. I think deep down I still like making this stuff. Oh, that's just fucking silly. Slightly too much portamento there. Okay, so now we're not going to use any of that. Let's go ahead and get rid of the filter. Well, I'm getting a lot of positive reactions for the respace, so maybe we should create something like that next week. Tell you what, that's the thing that we're going to start off with, and then we're going to move whatever people have put down in the Google Doc into our horrible Reese drum and bass track, and then we'll work from there. Lovely, and now we've got our nice, pretty bass that we're going to hold on in the background. And just keep on just holding those nice progression notes. Let's go with that. That plus our tank is adjusted, yes. So we're going to have a Reese D&B track with the traditional orchestra elements and a cowbell solo. Done. Piece of piss. Let's do it. The cowbell solo can definitely be like a kind of meth style like cutaway. They're like... Yeah, done. Happening. Remind me of that first thing next week and we'll absolutely work with that. That will be very, very cool. Let's get a nice long note on the bottom. See you later, Renix. Nice to have you around. Thanks for coming. What time is it actually? Oh, shit. Right, I've got about 10 more minutes in me, I reckon. Clip it. Everybody clip it so that we actually know what's going on. Agreed. Perfect. There we go. I'm just going to be really boring and go down. But screw it. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel here, we're just trying to create a nice little bit of ambience to play around with. I'm also just noticing that now that I'm editing on 32, which is a terrible idea. Let's move that away. Let's move that, and we've got our nice kind of verse sounds. Man, Godzilla is sounding quite pretty over the top of that hat. Shimmering. Very nice. Let's find ourselves some kind of nice atmos to kind of float over that too. That's quite pretty. Let's get that a little bit slower. That says it's in D major, which it most certainly will not be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see you up 6, which I think is the correct answer. Yeah, that's actually very pretty. So, ooh, what happens if I reverse all of them instead? That's kind of nice, but I want it faster. That's really kind of fun. I do like that. Piano lead will be great. Agreed. Let's do that. Let's throw in a piano. Should probably be naming these things so I don't get lost, but screw it. Radical piano. Let's mess around with that. A little bit of that. None of these, please. Let's subdue it. Reverb. And a little bit of compression at the end to round that off. Who are some artists that you'd love to collaborate with if you ever got the chance? To be honest, like, very few electronic producers, really. I don't even think I'd want to like collaborate with the like properly big inspirational names, because one, it probably would never live up to what I wanted it to be, and it would be kind of scary. But two, like, I just don't think there would be too much to add to each other's work. Like, the people I would really want to work with are people from completely outside the genre. So I'd want to work with Stephen Wilson from Porcupine Tree. That would be ideal. I think he just has so many ideas. To be fair, I say that Rob Swire, I would love to do something experimental with Rob Swire. That would be fucking dope. That would be really, really fun. And then maybe Michael Akerfeld. Yeah, that would be dope. That would be really fun. I'd like to do that. Ooh. Hello, Breath of the Wild. Alright, let's crank this a bit. Let's play around with that. Okay, let's get a click on that and just mess around with some riffs. Please. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there we go. Very nice. You were too loud, and you were too soft. Perfect. That's nice. And then I reckon we'd probably get like a nice kind of trap sound set on this. So if we headed back in here and found some like nice 808 drums. None of those. Oh, that could do. Yeah, that's nice and subtle. And then like a nice kind of trappish snare would be good. This sounds like how I imagine dying feels like, and I love that. See, I don't think dying is anywhere near this soothing. I've written this track that I do think sounds what it is like to die, and it's much, much more horrible. Let's keep it on the rim shot, actually. That'd be nice. Let's loop this and get some nice kind of percussion loops on the go with this. I want to get like a nice blippy sound. Ooh, I know something I could use. Let's use that. Oh yeah, we're messing with that snare, you know we are. Absolutely. Not quite that much though. I feel like camera's picturing a nice in-bed NLA scene and you just look bloody and violent. Absolutely. I think the conversation about like just Doom Eternal has really put me in mind of just like dismemberment instead of nice peaceful like drifting off into the afterlife surrounded by a family. Yeflex, hello, nice to have you in. Unfortunately, you've come quite close to the end of the stream, I'm afraid. But it's okay, the archive will be up on YouTube pretty soon, I'm sure. Definitely want some more kind of melody stuff floating in the background now. Let's just keep the loop going. Just because it's a nice place to be. Need a female vocal. I could kind of see that. That would be quite pretty. Let's get just a kind of nice little arpeggio on the go. And a nice little bit of delay on that. Dotted 16th. Let's make sure that you're being sidechained. And here is a fun idea. Let's put the main melody into that patch and kind of float around in the background so no one really notices there. Wrong one, because that was the cowbell. We need the one with the actual pedal note involved. So let's put you up at the top. That's quite pretty, but we can definitely change it up. And just to really drive home how stupidly, like, serene and cheesy this is, let's get the cheesiest effect of all time in there. VIP, what am I looking for exactly? That, thank you very much. FX transitions. No, that is not what I wanted. I want it in symbols. Come back. Symbol transition. It's like the start of every bad, like, rom-com trailer you ever heard. Oh, it's so pretty. Lovely. Right, what time is it? I think it's basically time to call it a day, I'm afraid. However, what we're going to do is, I feel quite bad that I haven't shown any of you people new music in a really long time, and I'm still not going to do that, but I am going to show you something fun that I just made for the hell of it. Basically what I'll explain it in a second. Let's just hear what we've got in our nice song that we created today. Alex is very proud of his Twinkle Twinkle Little Star section. Absolutely. Oh, this is a very nice section, I have to admit, considering that there's no effects or anything kind of floating on in the background with this. This does sound quite pretty. Ah, yeah, there we go. We've actually hidden, and then it transitions straight back to that. We've hidden Godzilla twice in there, and I'm quite proud of that. In terms, not of the song in general, just the fact that we've hidden Godzilla quite so well. Okay, so here is what's going to happen. I'm going to delete all of this now. Don't even need to save it. That's a lie. I am going to save it. Let's do stream 5. It's not even the 5th stream track. I've just called it stream 5 for no deserved reason. We're going to play a quick game, which is very fun. I want all of your input when you can. So basically, what happened was I was in charge of a pub quiz recently, and I always find music rounds in pub quizzes quite easy or boring, for lack of a better word. It's basically, here's the intro to a song, and do you know this song? And here's the thing, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. There's really no way of being like, oh, I kind of do. So, what I did instead was I created 6 tracks where basically I've taken the main melody of an incredibly famous song that basically everybody will know, and I've done my very best to put people off by making around it an incredibly obnoxious track. So basically I've changed absolutely everything about these songs, but the main melody is exactly the same in each one. The genres are deliberately designed to be kind of as different from the original as possible. So here is what we're going to do. I want you guys, I'm going to play each question in turn, put your answers in the chat for who is the artist and what is the track for each question. So here comes question 1. You'll get it each twice. I want to see if anyone can get these. I'm intrigued. So here's question 1. Hit me up with that main melody that you hear. You'll know it when it comes in. I forgot about how abrupt the end was. Right, any guesses at all? That was basically the week in which I was playing Doom. I know I've heard it, but no idea. Yeah, that's kind of the point of this whole round. No fucking clue. Because I know that melody, but no fucking clue where it's from. This is the great thing, when you remove words and stuff, people are like, God damn, how the fuck do I know this? So the answer to that one is Pussycat Dolls, Don't Ya? Have a listen. I even include the vocals. You can hear it. It's in there. They only get dumber from here, I'm afraid. That's definitely the one that has the most effort put into it. You can see the waveforms glaringly kind of change as we move forward. So, question number 2. This I'm gonna say Linkin Park just because of the end. I can kind of see that, but here's the thing: I am deliberately trying to steer you away with the genre that we've chosen here. So if it sounds like Linkin Park, it's probably not them. So question 2: I've deliberately targeted a 90s Lucasfilm adventure game aesthetic with like MIDI notes, so it sounds very bad. Enjoy. See if you can get this one. Probably should be able to. That one was probably the most fun to make. I was literally just like opened the beer and just kind of just like sat bobbing along when I was writing the bass line. There we go. Beatles? Interesting. Not quite. Oh, I think I know which Beatles song you're going for. Any other guesses before we reveal the answer? Gotta get them in. I feel like a mad genius. It's fun getting live reactions to this instead of people writing it down on pieces of paper. It's a Spanish song. Kind of? Yeah, it's a kind of a traditional one. I don't know the artist name. That was the thing that got everybody. Everyone knew the name of the song, but nobody remembered the artist name. So that was La Bamba by Richie Valens. Completely butchered. La 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 bamba. Quite a few people did put down Twist and Shout by the Beatles because of the chord progression. They're exactly the same. There you go. La Bamba. Question 3. What was question 3? I can't remember. This is going to be fun. Play it again just so that people understand. Okay. Here we go. One more time through so you can hear it now. You know it. Did my best to put people off with the like trumpet going fucking ham on the right hand channel. There is just somebody like screaming on a trumpet back in the corner. Right, that could be Animal Crossing music. Nowhere near good enough. Animal Crossing soundtrack is fucking phenomenal. Question number 3. Are we ready? I hope so. Prepare. Here we go. I forgot how much fun that one was. Yeah, that's super fucking neat. Any ideas? I reckon that's probably the easiest of the bunch. Oh. Yes! Matty's got it. Matty's got it in one. Nicely done. Congratulations. Adele, Burning Rain. No, Rolling in the Deep is absolutely correct. Nicely done. 1 point to Matt. So far, Matt is in the lead. We have got, if anyone can beat him, I'll be impressed because they only get more frustrating and hard to pick out from here. So, this one is by far the most obnoxious. The melody is by far the simplest as well, so it's probably hardest to pick out, but Burning Rain sounds like a stellar metal song. It fucking does. I'm in for that Slayer B-side, that'd be great. Here is question 4, and it's fucking horrible. Yeah, that ending's so great. I'm going to give you that one more time because you're probably not going to get it, and it's so quick. Let's try it one more time. Holy shit, someone got it! Yes! Monster has a point. Congratulations, that was indeed. Ketamine and cocaine, I reckon. Yeah, pretty much. You have to be. I Will Always Love You. God damn it. People actually got that one. Nicely done. Okay, Gamma's got a point. Monster's got a point. Everyone is doing super, super well. Well done. Right. 2 more left, and then I do have to leave. This one, I will be... No, I reckon people can get this one. It's quite funny. Okay. Afraid it's not so worth the time. There we go. Darude Sandstorm. No, not quite. Here's the thing. I think Matt might be able to get this one, but I have absolutely no idea how big this song was in the States, because when this came out, I was about 5 years old. So I have no fucking earthly idea. Might have just been a British thing. I'm going to play it one more time, and then I'll tell you the answer at the end of it. Just listen to the melody. The chords are trying to put you off. The original song's nowhere near that emotional. Any ideas? Any at all? Because I've got the original loaded up just in case you need it. Oh, god damn it, he got it! Alex got it. Nicely done. Congratulations. I thought I was going to have to play Ricky Martin live on air, and luckily I don't have to do that. Evanescence, that's actually pretty fucking close. It does sound like an Evanescence track. That is indeed Ricky Martin with Living La Vida Loca. God damn. Good job. You guys are pretty great at this. Yeah, unfortunately Alex did beat you in there. Right, this is the very, very last one, which is the one I expect everybody to get, and it's just one I wanted to produce out anyway, because I've always heard this riff and thought it sounded like a fucking rad Pendulum song, and I really don't enjoy the original version, so I thought, fuck it, I'll just make a really fun Pendulum version of it. So you'll get this one twice. I reckon you'll be able to get it easily, though. Here we go. Any clue? Someone says they know it. Well, that's the game. You have to tell me what it is. There you go. Boom. Monster got it. Right in there. Right in there. Super quick. Yeah, everyone's putting bad guy now. Easy. It is super easy, but it's a fun one. One more time in case you do. Perfect. Honestly thought I could hear the Spider-Man theme tune in that. You know what? Not far away. No, 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 no. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Tell you what I might do. If that was fun, maybe I'll put together 3 or 4 more for next week, just on Tuesday, and then we can go ahead and play another round of that. That would be pretty fun, because those are always kind of a lot to put together. I reckon that'd be good. I think your stream's behind. I'm so excited to say, nah, can't be it. Alright, cool. Yeah, we'll do another version of that. That sounds great. Right, I'm going to run away because I'm going to let my girlfriend out of the bedroom in which she has been marooned for the last hour and a half. This has been super fun. I'm going to see you same time next Tuesday, 4:30 PM. Let people know. Make sure people are aware of when this happens, because this has been really fun and I really enjoy my little stream family. You're all lovely. I will see you next week for some more production and quiz action. I will see you then. Bye-bye, everybody.